Hey guys, this is Cole Nicholas with Cybertek Systems. Hey, I wanted to show off a camera that we are playing around with here. We are testing out some new cameras because the cameras that we like installing, we are having a really hard time getting access to them. So what this is this is a camera by a company called LTS. We are just testing them out to see if this would be a viable option for us. The other area where we think these cameras are going to have a lot of traction for is going to end up being the agricultural space, because the PTZ cameras that this company manufactures are much more cost effective than the PTZ cameras from UBIQUITI, which is the company that we like using. We hands down, far and away, UBIQUITI is our favorite. It's just some of their PTZ cameras are they're trying to compete with a very high-end application that I don't think makes a lot of sense for South Central South Dakota. So what we're trying out here is a PTZ camera that I think is going to have a lot of traction for companies and ranches that need that ability to be able to move left to right, up to down, in to out. Okay, this is a PTZ camera, which stands for pan tilt zoom, and I want to be able to show that off right now. So this camera right now is zoomed out at its farthest base. Okay, so I can actually press this over button and I can zoom around, right? Pretty slick. Okay, the definition on this is a 4 megapixel camera, meaning that the resolution is pretty good. It is not as crystal clear as some of the ones that we have from UBIQUITI. I don't know why, but the big selling point on this camera and what everybody is going to want it for is the zoom. Okay, this is a 25 by zoom. You've heard of a 4x12 rifle scope. That's a pretty standard rifle scope. This would be more in line with like a varmint scope, which would be a 20 by. Okay, so I'm going to come down here. The controls on this, I can really dial in the sense of how fast this thing moves from left to right. Okay, notice that we're a little out of focus here, so I can actually come here to the focus button and change that. And now I went a little too far. So what we have on the front of this mailbox, this is 20 yards out. This sticker is about the size of a business card. Okay, and we can read that pretty well, right? So if I zoom back out, that's the distance. 20 yards, 20 times 3, that's 60 feet, right? If I come over to here, you can see there's a little plate taped, a dinner plate, like a throwaway plastic dinner plate taped to that pole. If we zoom into that, this is about 40 yards out, so 120 feet. This one shows up a little bit better just because it's on a white background, so it's going to autofocus a little bit better. Okay, I'm maxed out on my 25 by magnification. Okay, and again, this is 40 yards out. So that is, we did a rangefinder on this plate directly underneath of the camera. That's what it came to, 40 yards. Okay, the next thing I want to show you is here's what 140 yards looks like. So if you look over here, there's a little sign, and you can just see it because the plate is taped over here. The one thing that I do want to show off here is that this thing has a point and click ability to it, where if I click on a spot, it will focus the center of the camera right around the point that I click. So if I want to be able to check that sign that's on the side of my truck and then zoom in, it's going to zoom in directly right to the sign. Okay, pretty slick. So if I zoom out, and I'm going to click on that little plate way out there. Okay, that's exactly 140 yards. And then I'm going to zoom into that. We'll see how close that is. Yeah, it's a little out there. So this is 140 yards. It's the same plate with the same business card on it. That's what that looks like at 420 feet out or 140 yards. Okay, so if we zoom back out here, I'm going to try that one more time. That's what it is with zero magnification, right? That far out, we zoom back in. Okay, that's it. Here's the one downside that I have seen to this camera so far, is that I have this up on the side of my building, right on the corner. What you'll notice is that I can't zoom any farther out more than, I can't go any farther up, is what I'm trying to say. I can't, like if I wanted to be able to come look at this house up on the side of the hill, I can't focus the center of my, for instance, if I click on it, it'll try and get me dead center in terms of left or right, but I can't go up any farther. So when I zoom in, the best I can get is the edge of the road. See that? So that has to do with the armature, or the actual left to right, up to down of the camera itself. So what's really going to be important if you install one of these cameras is you want a vantage point. You want that camera to be really tall. So I've had some guys where they put a stick of well pipe in the ground and we go up 30 feet. This camera, where it's at, is 12 feet above the ground. Okay, I think if you get 30 foot above the ground, you're going to really be able to reach out quite a bit farther than what you would with what this demo will show. But I do want to make that very clear and very apparent for any potential buyers, is that with these cameras, I can go down all I want. I can look directly beneath if I want to. Okay? But what I cannot do is I can't go past 90 degrees straight out. I can't go any farther, and then that really hamstrings you if you zoom in. But other than that, I'm pleasantly surprised with this. This 25 by PTZ camera is a big brother of a smaller PTZ camera that we are also testing out. That's a 4 by zoom. I think that's going to have a lot of play inside of just being able to put one PTZ camera inside of a barn and being able to check it out. That demo video will be coming shortly. We are also testing out some different NVRs that will be easy for for people to use. We really want to make this as easy and as mobile friendly, meaning you can access it on your phone, as possible. If you have any questions or you want to just be able to see this hands-on, come into the shop and play around with this, I would encourage you to do so. Come check us out. We're at 31731 Highway 18 in Winter, South Dakota. Check us out on the website. I would be happy to kind of have you play around and actually get some hands-on testing with this camera. Again, this is Cole Nicholas with Cybertek Systems. Give us a call if you have any questions. A good number for us is going to be 605-644-6234. Website for us is www.cybertek.systems. That's CYBERTEK.systems. Thanks so much. Have a great day.